Hi, I'm Chad Owens from Tuscaloosa Toyota. This is the all-new 2012 Toyota Prius. It's powered by Toyota's hybrid synergy drive. Now the definition of synergy is two or more things working together. So what Toyota's done, they've taken the best aspect of a normal gasoline engine as well as an electric motor, and they've blended them together to help you get the best gas mileage, 50 miles per gallon combined, and 134 net horsepower. It's powered by Toyota's proven 1.8 liter four-cylinder engine. This engine's used in several of the cars, the Corolla, many things. This is actually the inverter converter. This is what makes all the electricity from the battery to the air compressor to the electric power steering. This is what transforms it back and forth from alternating current to direct current so it can be used for the best possible applications. It's a common misconception that all hybrids have to be plugged in. This Prius never has to be plugged in. You got to fill it up with gas every once in a while, just like you do your normal car, but not quite as often. It never has to be plugged in because it will actually recharge its own battery using what's called regenerative braking. So every time you let off the gas, you coast down the road, you're coasting to a stop, you press the brakes, it actually uses that and recharges the hybrid battery by itself. And speaking of all that wonderful technology, there is even a special position on your gear shift lever. It's B for battery or brake, however you want it to do. Whenever you slide it into that and you're braking, it will actually recharge the hybrid battery up to 30% quicker. Now speaking of that hybrid battery, I have a lot of new customers ask me, well, how expensive is this battery to replace? You know what, I don't know. I've never had to replace one. But I'll tell you the same thing I tell all my customers, okay? The hybrid powertrain is covered by Toyota's 8-year, 100,000-mile hybrid powertrain warranty. Most people don't keep their cars that long. I know I won't. Just in case you're one of those people that does, there are Prius in California and in New York that they use as taxi cabs. They've gotten 200,000 and 300,000 miles off of the original hybrid battery that was in the car when it was brand new and have had no problems with them. I'm telling you, there's nothing to worry about with this car. Inside the car, you've got 3 different buttons: Eco, Power, and EV. You can actually drive the car in 4 different modes though, because there's also a normal mode. That's when none of the buttons have been depressed. Normal mode is exactly what it sounds like. It's just the normal way you drive the car. If you press the Eco button and go into Eco mode, it actually maximizes the gas mileage that you can get out of the vehicle at all times in any given situation. Now the power button is a little bit different. It's pretty much the opposite of Eco. If you press the power button, you go into power mode, it actually gives the car a little bit more power, but beware, you won't get as good a gas mileage. And then the fourth mode, or the third button, is actually EV, electric vehicle. Now basically what that does, it's ideal for parking lots, heavy traffic. It's going to keep the vehicle in electric vehicle mode as long as possible, as long as the hybrid battery can hold a charge. That's why it's important that you use the B mode on the gear shift lever to keep the hybrid battery charged up so you're not burning your gas. Now I know what you're thinking. It's a hybrid. It's new technology. I kind of want to wait for them to get all the bugs worked out of it. But let me tell you something. This is not new technology. Toyota's hybrid technology has been out in Japan since 1997. It came to the US in 2000. That's over 15 years ago. This is the 3rd generation Prius. All the technology's worked out. The bugs are worked out of the system. If it wasn't ready for sale, Toyota would never offer it to the public. Now there's several different reasons for buying a hybrid. Some people do it for the gas mileage. Some people do it because they want to lessen their carbon footprint. That's a big deal. The Toyota Prius is actually classified as an advanced technology partial zero emissions vehicle. You have any idea what that means? It means it produces almost 0 evaporative emissions compared to the average car on the road. That's a pretty big deal. Toyota even uses the latest in bioplastics in the car to lessen the pollution used to manufacture the vehicle itself. Bioplastic is actually a plant derivative. It's cellular-based, cellulose if you will, so it's not plastic made with gas and chemicals and everything else. Now there's yet a third reason to buy a hybrid, especially the Prius, and this is actually my personal favorite reason of why I would probably buy the Prius. Gas mileage to some people is not the biggest deal. To some people, neither is the pollution. To me, I like the technology. One of the best technological advancements that Toyota's got on this car that they actually started many years ago is Toyota's Star safety system. It is the best braking and traction system available on the market to help you keep control of the vehicle just in case it starts to lose traction. Basically what it does is they've taken the car and added this braking technology, And what they're trying to do is they want to help you stay out of an accident to begin with, because the best accident to have is the one that you're never in. Now, just in case the accident does happen, because they can't always be avoided, the Prius has 7 airbags standard. So even though something does happen, you're still going to be very well protected. Even something as simple as the tail lights. They're LED. That's light emitting diode. They light up quicker to give the driver behind you more response time. They also last longer. They're much easier to see even during the day. There's also LED headlights available in some of the Prius models too. It also comes with a touch tracer system. It actually shows you which of the buttons you're pressing before you actually have to press them, so you don't have to take your eyes off the road for too much longer. You can control your display, your trip meter, the air conditioning system, even the audio controls. Some of the advanced technology that's also available on the Toyota Prius includes things like dynamic radar cruise control, a sunroof that's got a solar-powered ventilation system. It's even got a pre-collision system on it that'll actually pulse the brakes, get them ready to prepare, latch the seat belts too, just in case it knows an impact is imminent. And one of the best things about it, it also comes with Toyota's new multimedia interface, Intune. For most of us, our cell phones, it's our connection to the rest of the world. We play with the apps and everything else. Well, now, it actually makes your car part of that connection. You can use your favorite apps inside the car at a press of a button, like Pandora, iHeartRadio. You can do Bing searches for certain locations. You can also order movie tickets and make reservations at your favorite restaurant. Now, when in EV mode and you're driving through a parking lot, there's always one thing to remember. In a parking lot, pedestrians always have the right of way, no matter what the situation. And being a Prius in EV mode, it's not going to be very easy to hear the car if you can even hear it at all. So what Toyota's done, they've installed a sensor here. It's actually a system. It's a noisemaker. It's called a vehicle proximity notification system. What it does, it emits a tone that you can barely hear from inside the car, because I've tried to listen for it, but it emits a tone to let pedestrians know, hey, there is a car coming. I do need to be careful. So this way they don't just walk out in front of you whenever you're driving through the parking lot. I really appreciate you giving me the time to go over the Prius with you today. Again, my name's Chad Owens. This is the best-selling hybrid of all time. There is a reason for that, but I will tell you this. There's no reason not to come check this car out. There's no better time than now to take advantage of the situation.